Gerry Hamilton of On Texas Football here at Clearwater High in Florida, talking to Samuel Roseborough, one of the top offensive linemen in the country. Sam, this is kind of your first interview for the Texas fan base with 81,000 plus YouTube subscribers. So kind of talk about how Texas became a school of interest for you.
Right, so Texas has always been a school of interest for me. When I got the offer, I was super excited to start building a relationship with the staff there. And I mean, now we're here. They're in the top 5 for me and top school for me.
And obviously people know now that your mom lives in Austin. She moved out there for work, correct?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
Late December, early January.
Okay. So how does that kind of help Texas in their pursuit of you?
I would say it definitely helps Texas. I mean, of course, my mom would like for me to be close to her, so it definitely gives them a little bit of advantage.
Yeah, so last thing I'm going to ask about that, so that's kind of unique, right? Because your mom moved away for work, but how's that kind of helped you maybe mature your way of thinking going forward? Because that's not a position a lot of kids are in at your age.
Right. It's helped me mature. I feel like it took out the factor of leaving home for me because I'm kind of away from home now, but it's definitely helped me grow as a young man and as a football player. So, before
we get into football on the field, I was just looking at some of y'all's current weight room marks. You have 365 bench. That's 475 deadlift. I think your max, your personal record's 485, and about 615 squat.
Yes, sir.
When did you really start getting stronger? When did you start to feel yourself getting stronger as an athlete?
I would say my sophomore summer is when I actually got hard into the weight room because I originally played. I was a basketball player also, so stopped playing basketball and really locked in on the weight room. So that's when it became when I felt myself growing and getting stronger.
All right. So when you're growing up, was it hoops or football?
It was pretty even.
It was pretty even?
Yeah, it was pretty even.
Okay. What do you still play basketball?
No, sir.
Okay. You've moved on from hoops. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So on the field, if we turn on your huddle tape right now, what are your strengths as a player? What makes you a top 75 level prospect in the country?
I would say I'm pretty quick to twitch and explosive out of my stance. I say I excel in protecting my quarterback, and I do well in the running game too.
Yeah, and where do you need to improve? Everybody's got things to improve on. Where are you working to improve heading into your senior year?
I'm working to improve on being more balanced and more under control and stuff like that. I feel like I get out of control sometimes, but I don't think that's nothing that can be fixed.
What's your updated height weight for people that have never seen you before?
Yes, sir. 6'5", 295.
Okay. What were you last season, about a year ago?
I was about 285.
Okay. And then, all right, let's talk a little bit more into recruiting. So, Texas, your thoughts in general on the University of Texas right now?
Texas is really high for me. I feel like Coach Flood and those guys take pride in developing guys, especially on the O-line. There's a great culture there, so Texas is really high for me. And
Coach Flood, talk about that relationship with Coach Flood and what impresses you about him.
He's just a real guy. He's just going to be himself. He's big on family. He treats his player like family, and that's important to me.
So because your mom's in Austin, you've been on campus a few times. Have you gotten to talk with many of the Texas offensive linemen and players and kind of pick their brains on the University of Texas?
Sir.
Who have you talked to?
One of the players I've been talking to has been Danny Cruz. I've been talking to him a lot. Nate Kibble. A lot. I've been talking to a lot of them. I've been around for a while. I got to shadow them for a few days, so it's been great.
So what have they told you about Texas?
Honestly, they've been telling me the same things that I've noticed for myself, and that it was actually true. How coaches, how they develop guys, how tight they are as a group. So that's been pretty cool.
Obviously, you've met with Coach Sarkisian before as well. What is his message to you?
His message to me is that he's there for the future. He wants to keep growing. He wants to win national championships, and he wants to dominate the SEC.
All right, so I forgot to ask you this. Do you know your wingspan?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
81.5.
What about your hand size? I always 10. Do this for the fans. All right, because I'm 9 5/8 inches. All right. All right, so there, 10 plus. All right, there you go. So we have that. So tell the fans your official visit schedule. I think that begins May 30th for you.
Yes, sir. Begins May 30th with Florida State, and then I'll head to Texas A&M June 5th through 7th, and then Ohio State June 13th through 15th, and then Texas. And I also have an official visit with LSU that has not been decided yet on the date.
Okay, well, so that'll be in June midweek probably at some point. Okay. Are they new to the mix for you?
No, sir. They're not new to the mix. Just have to get a date set for them.
Okay. So what is it? You've been nationally recruited for a while now. What is it you've learned about the process? One, some things you really like or dislike about the process?
Some things I've learned would be like how to balance it out with like now and later. Like I feel like the recruitment process is all about later, like the future, like when you get to college. But like I feel like I've learned to stay focused on where I'm at now, like doing good in the classroom in high school now, dominating for my senior season, or like just stuff like that. Just focus on it now compared to the later. Some things I like about the recruitment process is it's pretty cool to go out and see different places, see what different places has to offer, and just meet new people, honestly. Some things I don't like is just it can become a distraction sometimes, or it could be like overwhelming, but it's nothing that I can't handle.
Was there one place that you've been that you'd never been before that just kind of blew you away? You're like, and I'm not talking about the facilities, maybe it's just the city, the university, just in general.
I'll say a lot of places, but like Austin's definitely one of them. I'm not just saying this because I'm here talking about Texas, but Austin's a pretty cool place. Like it's very nice there.
What is it you like about Austin?
Honestly, like, well, the college where University of Texas is, it's the university, but it's also a city, so it's like a good combination. So I really like that.
Yeah. So did you grow up in Clearwater?
No, sir. I was born in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay. When did you move to Clearwater?
I moved here. I was about 11, so probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
Anybody in your family tree that played college sports anywhere that you know of?
Not really, but I have a he's close to our family. DJ Reader played for Clemson.
Oh yeah, I remember DJ Reader. Okay, he's a Greensboro guy. Yeah, exactly. Who's your favorite offensive lineman? Who do you kind of pattern your game after? Is there anybody you think you're similar to?
I like to watch Penei Sewell. Like he's probably my favorite that I like to watch. He's just real athletic and like he has good technique to me, so I like watching him.
Yeah. And what do you think is going to be the most important thing as you get closer to this decision? Because look, it's fun for a long time, then the pressure starts hitting, right? You guys get to that point. What's going to be most important for your decision?
Honestly, just a place where I feel comfortable, because I feel like whenever you get to a point where you can just be you, then that's when development grows. So just like being surrounded by like-minded people and just stuff like that is just going to be important to me.
When did you first have kind of watch Texas or have interest in Texas? Was it when they offered you?
No, definitely before that.
Okay.
I was watching Texas for a while. Like since I was younger, I used to like watching them. So didn't just start now.
Okay. And what's the most important advice you've got throughout this recruiting process so far?
Like advice for others?
Yeah.
I would say just stay focused on what's now, and just find what's real and what matters to you, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. And so you said you have a little sister, a little brother. Is little brother in sports?
He does play sports. He plays a little bit of basketball, a little bit of soccer. He's like in the phase of testing everything out.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. What is it you love most about football?
Honestly, it's a place where I feel even. I feel even to others. Like I'm not at a disadvantage, like outside the football field. So I just feel like I'm even. I got a chance to prove myself, and I always got a good chance to win. So.
Do you know what you want to major in? You're an intelligent guy, so you've probably given it some thought.
I think I want to major in like business, but I'm honestly not sure on anything.
Okay. So if you're away from football, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
I mean, I like playing video games. I like fishing, but I don't go often, so I don't know too much about it. But I do like fishing.
What's your game? What's your video game? What are you playing these days?
NCAA or like Call of Duty for sure.
Okay, Call of Duty, NCAA. All right. What are your ultimate goals with the game of football?
I mean, honestly, I want to win a national championship while I'm in college. I plan to go to the NFL, play in the NFL. Yeah.
So some people list you, a couple other questions left. Some people list you as an IOL, which I think you're a tackle. Some people list you as a tackle. Where are schools recruiting you as?
The schools now that are in my top 5, they just see me as an offensive lineman. I feel like I can play outside, inside. I'm not opposed to either other.
Okay. So do you play more right tackle in high school right now or left tackle?
So I played last year at right tackle. Well, I played the last 2 years at right tackle, and this year I'll be playing left tackle.
Are you right-handed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this year you'll play left tackle?
Yes, sir.
So when I watch you work out at spring practice, say you'll be working at left tackle. What are the differences in right and left tackle? Because there are differences for the people that haven't played it before.
Right. Honestly, it's just like switching your stagger and your feet, and also just your outside hand and which one you punch with and which one is your first step. All that changes. So
if I asked you what you have to do to maximize your talent, what, as an offensive lineman or just as a football player, what is it you have to do? What are the big final pieces for you in the next few years?
Honestly, just to keep building on the knowledge for the game. Like some stuff, I mean, some stuff is not always technique. Sometimes it's just knowing what's in front of you, knowing the front, knowing what you have to do, knowing what the other guy on defense is going to do. So some stuff like that will definitely help.
All right, that's Samuel Roseborough, top 75 prospect in the country, one of the top offensive linemen in the country here at Clearwater High. I'm Gerry with On Texas Football. Thanks, Sam.
Yes, sir.